Learn to force yourself to achieve any goal. Sounds impossible, right? Most people can't do it. They set goals, make plans, say this time it's different, but they never follow through. And it's not because they're lazy or weak, it's because they're missing something. There's a reason some people can force themselves to act even when they don't feel like it, even when they're tired, even when every part of them wants to quit. They know something most people don't. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. 7 shifts that will turn you into someone who acts without motivation, moves without hesitation, and achieves goals that once felt impossible. By the end, you won't just understand discipline, you'll know how to force yourself into action every single time. Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't want you to succeed. I know that sounds harsh, but stay with me. Your brain wants you to survive. And survival, that means staying comfortable. So every time you try to do something hard, wake up early, start that project, hit the gym, your brain interprets it as danger. So what does it do? It floods you with reasons to stop. You're too tired, you're not ready yet, you can do it later. That's not truth, that's biology lying to you. And most people lose the battle right here because they believe the lie. They wait for motivation. They wait to feel like it. And here's the reality. You will never feel like doing hard things. Your brain will never stop resisting. The winners, they move anyway. Not because they feel ready, but because they've learned to see their feelings as noise, not truth. Think about it. How many goals have you abandoned because you didn't feel like it anymore? Stop trusting your feelings. Start trusting your decisions. Most people think discipline is about willpower. It's not. It's about identity. Right now, you're acting based on who you were, the version of you that scrolls, that delays, that quits when it gets hard. But who have you decided to become? Because here is the shift that changes everything. When you act based on emotion, you're inconsistent. When you act based on identity, you're unstoppable. So ask yourself right now, what would the disciplined version of me do in this moment? Not the version that's tired, not the version that's unmotivated, the version you're becoming. Would he scroll, delay, make excuses? Or would he rise and execute regardless of how he feels? You don't need to feel like a disciplined person. You need to act like one until you become one. Real talk, are you living as who you are or who you've decided to be? Because identity isn't about who you are right now. It's about who you refuse to stop being. Every time you pause to think about doing something, you give your brain time to talk you out of it. Maybe later, just 5 more minutes, you've earned a break. And the longer you wait, the louder it gets. Here's what the disciplined understand. Action has to be faster than hesitation. The moment you feel resistance, that's your signal to move. Use the 5-second rule. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Bismillah, go. No negotiation, no debate. Because the battle isn't won in the work itself. It's won in the first seconds before you start. Hesitation is a trap disguised as thinking. The more you think, the weaker you get. So move before your brain can stop you. Think about this. How many times have you thought about doing something and never did it? Stop thinking, start counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. Here's the brutal truth. Everything you're avoiding right now will hurt you later. Skipping Fajr feels good now, but you'll carry guilt all day. Scrolling feels relaxing, but you'll hate yourself tonight. Delaying work feels safe, but the pressure will crush you tomorrow. You think you're resting. You're not. You're just delaying the pain and making it worse. Now flip it. Waking up early hurts now, but frees your soul. Starting the hard task feels brutal now, but brings peace tonight. Praying when you don't feel like it is uncomfortable now, but draws you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Real rest comes after discipline. Real pain comes from avoiding it. So ask yourself, what comfort are you chasing that's actually destroying your peace? The modern world has trained you backwards. You avoid pain and end up suffering. You chase ease and end up exhausted. True strength is seen through the illusion. Comfort now equals regret later. Struggle now equals freedom later. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop waiting for the perfect strategy. You're stalling. Discipline isn't built in big dramatic moments. It's built in tiny, unremarkable wins repeated daily. One rep, one ayah, one task. Because here's the secret. Momentum creates motivation, not the other way around. Once you start moving, you feel like continuing. Once you see progress, you crave more. But you have to start so small you can't say no. Can't pray all 5 on time? Start with Fajr. Can't work for 2 hours? Start with 10 minutes. Can't do 50 push-ups? Do just 1. What's the smallest version of your goal you could do right now? You're not building Rome, you're stacking bricks. 1 brick today, another tomorrow. That's how empires are built. You're going to fail. You'll miss days. You'll slip up. And when you do, you'll have a choice. Destroy yourself with criticism or coach yourself with truth. Most people choose destruction. They fall once and say, see, I knew I couldn't do it. I'm useless. And that voice, that's not discipline, that's sabotage. The strong believer isn't the one who never falls. He's the one who gets up faster every time. When you mess up, don't say I'm weak, I'll never change. Say I slipped, but I'm still in the fight. Forgive yourself fast, then move. Because mercy isn't weakness. Mercy is what keeps you in the arena. Are you treating yourself like an enemy or an athlete in training? Stop being your critic, become your coach. Close your eyes for a second. Picture yourself at the end of your life. You're looking back not at what you achieved, but at who you became. And there is only one question. Did I fight or did I surrender? You won't remember the comfort. You won't care about the rest you took. You'll only ask, did I show up when it was hard? Did I push when I wanted to quit? Did I become who I said I would be? Because on that day, nothing else will matter. Not your excuses, not your reasons, not your feelings. Only your effort. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And for those who struggle in our case, we will surely guide them along our way. And Allah is certainly with the good doers. He didn't say those who feel ready. He didn't say those who are talented. He said those who struggle. When you look back, will you be proud of how hard you tried? Comfort now equals regret later. Struggle now equals peace forever. You don't need motivation. You need to stop trusting your feelings and start trusting your mission. You need to move faster than your doubts. You need to see comfort for the trap it is. You're not lazy, you're just untrained. And every day you force yourself to act even when you don't feel like it. You're not just building discipline, you're showing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you didn't give up on yourself. Now stop watching, get up, do what needs to be done. And if you want a system to back this up, get my free Barakah Planner. It'll help you structure your day with focus, discipline, and deen. The link is below. Assalamu alaikum.